Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Gladys from Gladys Creations Part 2. Today, I am joining in on a collab from my friend Tiffany from Simply Blessed Crafts and The Busy Housewife. They're hosting the Calendar Girls collaboration today. And today we are going to be doing different crafts with calendars. And I have three little projects to share with you. And I'm also going to be talking to you about some future plans. So let's go and have some fun and craft away with calendars. Okay? Okay, here we are with DIY number one. And here are the calendars that I chose to use. This one is for my granddaughter. This one is some Bible verses. And this is my planner calendar, which has some really, really nice pictures that we can use. We're going to start with my granddaughter's calendar that she chose. And it's a Hello Kitty calendar. And we're going to use this shadow box. Okay, it was when Dollar Tree used to be $1. I'm gonna be base coating it in white. There you are with the magic of video. It is painted in white. And now we're gonna be painting it. We're gonna pick a picture out first. Okay, and the picture that I chose was, I think, January. It's the Hello Kitty with skateboard. Yep, that one right there for January. Yep, that's the one that I chose. So we're picking that one. And then next, let's see. Oh, I gotta be cutting it out. I gotta fussy cut it. So I just want the main picture. We're not gonna keep the background, which is the brick wall. Okay. And I have my scissors out. And first I cut it all around to make it easier to fussy cut it and stuff. And I hurt my hand. I probably will show you later. You'll see it. There, now I'm painting it flamingo pink. Okay. And then it is painted. And then we're going to Mod Podge it. Okay. Onto here. Now, there's a couple little, you're going to see a couple little bumps and scrapes that were there. I'm not too worried about it because we're going to be covering a lot of this up with different things, so you won't see none of this. So there, I'm just Mod Podging the edges, cleaning it out, trying to make it smooth as possible. But I had a lot of problems with this. Okay, the one side of the Mod Podge is dry, and you see I showed you my scraper. I had to scrape the one corner there. You see all that where that globbing was. But now I'm going to cover it up. See, you don't even see it because we're going to sprinkle iridescent glitter, the extra fine glitter. So it's going to look more like a finish instead of like clumpy. Okay, there you see. I'll do the other side now. I'm making sure to get as close as to the corner. I don't want it on the picture itself. It's just all around the outside. And then I'm going to pick it up and shake it off. Yep, there we go. And then I'm going to go in this jar with these little pieces that I bought from Amazon. They're like cutesy pieces that have flowers, candy, bows, all kinds of cute goodies. And like the little, you see the little star with the rainbow hearts. And I just pick out a couple and place them all around. And then I'm gonna go and hot glue them. I think I don't show you me hot gluing them though. Excuse me, I'm sorry. My allergies are being really bad today. Okay, and that's how I'm gonna be placing them, and there you go. See, I didn't show you me gluing them. You know how to do that. Now we're gonna go on to DIY number 2. We're gonna use this picture that from my planner, okay? And I'm just gonna cut it out for now. And then once I cut it out, I have these special scissors that cut in a design, and I'm going to show you that in about a minute. Let's see here if I bring it up. There you go. Yeah, so I cut it all out because I don't like smooth edges when I'm decoupaging. That way it blends in nicer with whatever I'm doing. So I usually like to, like if you see in the scissors right there, the black part of the scissors that on the table, that's the pattern that it cuts out. It's really cool. I have a bunch of different patterns. Now we're gonna sit here and I put Mod Podge on the paper, and I'm putting it on the glass base that I'm using. And there you go. Doing that. And smoothing out all the edges, holding it. This was really hard because not only was it rounded, but then like towards the top, it's like indented a little bit. So I was getting a lot of air pockets towards the top. So that's why you see me that I'm just like holding it down, getting my hands all dirty in the Mod Podge and everything. And then I put Mod Podge all around the edges. And then the next thing I'll do is take that glossy Mod Podge, and with my chippy brush, I'm gonna just dab all around it. That way it gives it a textured look, and it'll look really cute. I love the way that this came out. It looks so beautiful. You see, that's what I'm doing there. I'm just like tapping away and stuff. And then what I do is I sit it to the side for 24 hours. Okay, and there we are. We're back, and you see the texture it gave. It's so pretty. Now I'm going to get some twine, and I'm going to wrap some twine on the top. I'm going to go around 3 times and then tie it, and then cut it and glue it. Then I think it's, yeah. And then I'm going to be making like an awareness bowl or shoe tie bowl. And I'm going to wrap, just when I do it how everybody does it, a lot of people do it, it's just that they just do the 2 loops and then wrap it around with 2. But then the second one that I make, I do it like the shoe tie, like if I was tying my shoe. And then I put them together and glue it to the top. And trim it all around. And then I have this little box with some primitive hearts that I got at Christmas time. And I'm going to glue that to the top. And then there you are. I give it a little bit of a haircut, and there it is. And now that's a bush of flowers that I got for $1.91 at my local flea market. Okay, and there I am putting in some Dollar Tree greenery together with it. So I have a little bit of stuff hanging. And in the final reveal, you'll see that I also put some raffia. And here we're going to the third one, and DIY. I'm sorry, I keep saying DUI. DIY. And okay, there, I cleaned it off really well, trimmed all around the edges. And cut it like I did the last one. Okay, and that's a binder, a black binder, I'm sorry. I'm going to paint this binder white. I'm making a journal of my crafts, and to keep track of my journeys, the things that I make, the plans that I have. So it's going to be like a calendar, like a planner and a journal all in one. And there I'm taking the green paints, two different kind of green paints. I forget what the name of them were. And I'm just dabbing them with the paintbrush, doing the dark one first and then the light one on top. And then I add a little bit of white so like some of the green will lighten up then. And I keep mixing it up until I'm happy with it. And I should be coming up any minute now. There you go. You see I add the white and it changes the color to it. It gives it so much dimension. It looks so pretty. Now we're going to take the blue cotton and we're going to do that with a mixture of white also. Here and there I'll add white and then blend it in. And I make some clouds with the white. And you'll see me switching off and on the blue and the white. And I do that all the way around. Around and around we go. Nothing there. You saw I was adding the white now. And making it look like a blue sky, with like feathery clouds. Okay. Now we're going to set this to the side to dry. Oh, no, I'm not. What am I doing? Oh, I'm adding Mod Podge, and I'm going to add the picture in. Okay. And I do this one in sections because since it's bigger, I don't want to get air bubbles or air pockets. So I do it this way. And I go putting the picture up. And there you go. Pass it all around. That's just, there we go. And then, as Cassie Joseph, I'm going to show you the molds that I made. I made them out of hot glue. Okay, what I did was I squeezed the glue stick down so it would go faster and stuff. And then I kind of regretted that because it overspilled a lot. So now I'm trimming down like all that over stuff and cutting off all the glue strings. Okay? And then I talked to, let me see. Oh no. I put chocolate all around, and I used another brown. The dark one is called chocolate, and the other one is like milk chocolate. And then I brush painted with some off-white, and then put some dabs of black for the knots that are in the tree. Set that to the side, pull my birds, and I do that off-white on the birds. That buttermilk is called buttermilk. And I paint the bodies, well, the body on the birds. And then I paint the eyes, and I dry brush some of the dark chocolate all around it. There you are, and they're done. Oh no, I still have to do the beak with that yellow. There you go, they're done. So now I'm gonna clean up everything because we're gonna make a big old mess now. We're bringing in the, after I glue them in, I'm gonna be bringing in the moss. Okay, and it can get messy. So there I am, gluing them in. Okay. And it's just to give it that third dimensional look. There I'm adding my little birdies. There you go. And the birdie's been glued down. Now I'm gonna get some moss, and that now I'm gonna glue the moss down. I saved it for the end. And I'm just taking some more from my stash and putting the glue down. And getting it all prepared. And there you go. And that's what it looks like on the left side of it. Now the right side, we're working on that. Okay. And now I'm adding the moss on the other side. We're almost done here. There you go. And I add the moss right there. And then I grab my scissors and I trim it all around the edges. There you go. And it's all done. And you'll get a better look now at the final reveal. And I want to say thank you to the two young ladies that invited me to come on to the playlist. I greatly appreciate that. So I could be able to share my crafts with you that I do with calendars. And do you have a favorite? My favorite, I think, is my notebook. I love things that are like naturally, and I don't know, I just like that country look too. So I can't just title myself, but there we go. And then you get to see them up close, and then farther away, and then it's going to be my picture views. Now, I asked on my last collaboration that I'm going to be crocheting, and if you're interested, please let me know in the comments below. And you have yourself a blessed and beautiful evening, and enjoy I hope you enjoyed the video. And I'm going to say God bless you and have a great and wonderful rest of your night, okay? Thank you. Okay, and thank you for watching. I forgot to say this. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Watch the playlist. There's some great crafters there. You get to see some really great ideas made with calendars. Thank you once again, and have a blessed day.